Thailand is known for some of the most bizarre street foods this world has ever seen. Dancing shrimp salad, grilled tentacles, squid boiled eggs, and even straight up cow bile. This week I'm trying every single street food this country has to offer. My goal is to visit 4 iconic locations and find my favorite market in all of Thailand, starting with Lard Street in Phuket. I'm on a place called Lard Road right now, and this market is only open on Sunday. For only like 6 hours, all of this food that you see will be gone by the time the sun goes down. All right, let's give it a shot. This place is selling seafood tacos. This meal is only 60 baht or $2. The first thing they do is get the pan steaming hot, and then after that they dump the pancake mix, which has a mix of seafood in it as well. Just from looking at it, I see some shrimp, a little bit of mussels, and then after that they pour extra pancake mix on the sides to make sure that it's all perfectly encapsulated. And then he flips it one more time so that the seafood gets nice and cooked on the bottom. You see it has a golden brown crust on top, and any holes he's gonna drip more pancake mix in so that it really is a taco style. He's gonna put spring rolls in the middle, and that gives it a different texture than the outside crunch you'd expect. And just like that, you have a perfectly made seafood taco. First thoughts, I really hope this doesn't have nuts in it because I will die. It's also very hot, but we're gonna go in for a bite. To find out which market is the best, I'm judging everything I eat on 3 factors: taste, texture, and how bizarre it looks. Like, as I bite into it, I'm not tasting a whole lot of seafood. I'm tasting a lot more oil than anything else. These things give it a nice crunch and a little air of refreshness in it. It kind of tastes like a funnel cake with whatever these things are. The fact that this is only $2 is mind-blowing to me. This would 100% fill anyone up. This man a few streets down are selling entire ducks. So pretty much what they're gonna do is take it right off the rack and start cutting it in half right in front of your eyes. It's a little graphic, I'm not gonna lie. Unless you've seen something like that, it totally takes you off guard. Either way, this duck looks like it's seasoned to perfection. I have never seen something so red, crispy. Let's give it a taste. Even though it looks seasoned, it's actually not. It is incredibly tender, but with that being said, it's entirely flavorless. I'm talking, I don't taste any salt, any sweetness, really just a bunch of oil on my tongue. I will say the quality of meat is very good though. We found a place that sells baby pancakes. It's kind of thick like a pizza dough. After they make them into the individual shapes, they put them onto the stove, let them cook on one side, and then flip them and flatten every part of it. They have a bunch of different flavors like taro, coconut. I really like coconut, so that's what we got. All right, let's give it a test. Wow. It's not really as coconutty as you would expect. There's like very, very light notes of coconut. And you definitely taste that it's like a thicker dough. The consistency is almost, I'm not gonna say tough, you know? You bite through it right easy like it's a piece of bread. With that being said, there is a little bit of resistance to it. And as you bite, you do feel little crunches from the coconut notes. Like there's real coconut in here for sure. It's pretty good, I really like it. I wish there were more coconutty. We found this place that sells dim sum pork. And you see that the lady is like freshly making it. There's a steaming pot to the right of her. When she opens it up, you see all the steam comes out. It smells amazing. For 1 cup of it, it's only 60 baht or $2. And once you buy it, she gives you the option of putting spicy, soy sauce, or garlic on it. I put soy sauce and some garlic on it. I'm not gonna lie, this looks fire. I'm very excited to try it. The first flavor that hits your tongue is the soy sauce that she puts on it, and then there's a little bit of crunchy from that crunchy garlic on top. But then as you bite into it, the pork is like very sweet. There are a couple notes of sweetness. Wow. As you eat it more, it switches between sweet and savory. This one's good. This one is good. This stand kind of looks like it has a tong hulu version of like peppers and other vegetables. And honestly, looking at it, it looks fake. I didn't even know what this was, so I decided I had to get some. I could not guess what this is about to taste like. The only thing I know is that it said it's a dessert, so I'm guessing it's gonna be sweet. Wow. Wow. The outside of it is kind of like a gelatinous texture that doesn't have much taste, but then when you bite into it, sugar comes out, and all of that sugar instantly dissolves when it hits your tongue. I'll be honest with you guys, I am experiencing a little bit of social anxiety. There are just so many people here, and everyone's like bumping into me or posing for the camera, so let's just hope the next place isn't as crowded. We're at the floating market right now, and it's essentially a street market, but on the water. There are vendors all over the place, and we just pulled up to a coconut ice cream stand. Oh wait, no nuts, no nuts. Okay, that was close, I almost died. What she's doing is using a tool right now to skin the fruit of the coconut off. After that, she puts fresh made ice cream into the coconut, and just like that, we have a perfect coconut ice cream. Thank you so much. And then we get pushed off, and that's the whole vibe of the floating market. Here we go, we got our coconut ice cream. I have a piece of coconut and the ice cream right here. We're gonna give it a taste. Wow, The first thing I notice is that the ice cream is coconut. As it melts in your mouth, you taste the notes of the coconut. Now, the fruit itself is not the ripest coconut I've ever had. I don't know if that's really something they could do at all, but it does give like some good texture. As I bite into it, it's crunchy, it tastes great. It's very good. Very, very good. Spicy? No spicy, no spicy. No nuts. I'm allergic to nuts. The first thing this man does is put the dumpling wrap onto the hot plate. After that, he covers it with a steamer so that it slowly becomes solidified. Once the dumpling wrap is finished, he's gonna put some bean paste in the middle of it. Each wrap can make about 2 dumplings, and then he wraps the paste around the bean. And just like that, you have a freshly made dumpling. I've never seen it made like this ever. It's such a thin paste around the dumpling. I'm gonna give it a taste. Wow, it has nuts.
No way.
No nuts. Peanuts, the nuts I'm most allergic to in the world. I'm sorry, he's watching me throw up right now. Oh, my whole mouth is tingling, man. Oh, I hate peanuts. All right, let's hope I don't go into anaphylactic shock. What we're looking at is a little charcoal grill, and they're putting their chicken on, which has a sauce on it. This is a chicken kebab. They put some sort of sauce on it. Based off smell, it smells like a spice sauce. Okay, let's give it a taste. The first thing I notice is that the chicken is extremely tender, but what hits your tongue first is the sweetness, followed by a light spice. It's really well seasoned. It goes between sweet and savory, back and forth. This is up there with one of the favorite things I've had so far. Oh, what is that, mussels? How much? 100? 50? 100. This right here is mango sticky rice. It's very popular in Thailand, and it comes with looks like an icing. We're gonna put the condensed milk all over the mango and the sticky rice. And if you're wondering what's to the left, it's actually just cornflakes. You get a little bit of mango, a little bit of sticky rice, you take a bite. The first thing that hits your tongue is the sweetness of the mango. And then as you bite into it, the mango has so much water inside. It's so refreshing. Your whole tongue is embraced with that sweet mango feeling. After that, you have a little bit of the sticky rice and that condensed milk that's on top, and it introduces a savory flavor, comparatively speaking to the mango, which is very sweet. Overall, it's familiar, it's good. I really like this one. No. I need 1 minute. Okay, you know what? Let's get the soup. Yeah. New. I need new. New. Fresh. Fresh? No one speaks English. Kimchi. Yeah, I'll have some of that. Thank you. This is a soup with bean sprouts, shrimp in it, and a little bit of fish. What you do is you pull up to the vendor, and she kind of just piles on a bunch of stuff that she thinks you'd like. After you have a bowl full of all the ingredients you like, she puts a little bit of soup in it. The only thing is that I noticed she was handling a lot of the ingredients with her bare hands, but hey, we're in Thailand. We got a bite with a little bit of everything, some bean sprouts, some noodles, some shrimp. All right, let's see how it tastes. I'm not a fan of this one. The first thing that hits your tongue with this is the kind of soup that it is. It's like a miso soup, but as you bite into the shrimp, you realize that they don't take the skin off of their shrimp. It's not peeled, and it's very crunchy. Also, the bean sprouts are not entirely ripe. And I don't know, it's not like a good miso soup either. Oh, this is, I don't like this at all. Hard pass on this. Imagine I tip her and she just starts speaking like fluent English. For you. Okay. I know you secretly speak English.
Thank you.
Yeah, see? I told her. I knew it. This lady has made my entire trip so far. Ah, look at her. She's so sweet. Because everything I've been eating has been Thai, I thought it was only right to experience a different culture. And for that, we're heading to Chinatown. I'm in the middle of Thai Chinatown right now, and to the left of me is an authentic dumpling place. The woman that's making them looks like she knows exactly what she's doing. She starts by frying your dumplings in an oil that we really hope is not peanut oil. After that, she takes them out, cuts them into a bunch of little bits into a dish, and then douses them with a little bit of soy sauce for that authentic Chinese taste. These are dumplings, those are gyozas. There's a plethora of options on this thing. This entire bowl is only 60 baht. Imagine getting all this for $1.80 in the United States. All right, cheers. Oh my goodness. It's fried to perfection. The inside of the dumpling has a nice sweetness to it, but she also poured the soy sauce on top, so there's like a contrast of sweet and savory. The meat in the middle is very tender, so as you bite into it, it's just all of the sweet juice pours right out of it. To the right of me are little tiny dough balls, and on each of them, it kind of looks like they have a glaze to them, and then the other ones are savory and has some seeds on them. Starting out with the savory one. Wow. Wow. It's very, very sweet. On the inside, the dough kind of melts in your mouth. It's kind of like a sugar on the inside. The outside is very firm, so when you crunch into it at first, you're not really tasting a whole lot, and then out of nowhere, all the sugar dissolves and it all hits your tongue at the same time. This is good. That's the one I suspect to be savory, so I can only imagine what the glazed one is gonna be like. Wow. I'll be honest, I'm a little afraid that this has nuts in it, so I'm not gonna swallow, but you taste very sugary notes in it. And then on the inside, it's like a saltiness, and the salt dissolves on your tongue. To the right of me is what looks like an Asian grilled cheese stand. Now the scent coming off of it is very, very cheesy. First, she's gonna spread the bread, and then she starts spreading what I suspect to be cheese in the middle of it. You're able to pick what kind of sauce you want on it. From what I understand, they have strawberry and everything else got lost in translation. Smelling it, it smells like sweet. I don't know what this green stuff is. The green stuff is what I'm smelling. Let's just go in for a bite. Wow. Wow, amazing, incredible. The entire bun is sweet. So everything that hits your mouth, it's not overpowering, it's actually just the perfect amount. I'm realizing it's not cheese on the inside. I believe it's butter. The butter introduces like a little bit of savory to it, and the green sauce is just so sweet. The bun complements the sweetness as well. It's also very soft texture-wise. There's not any crunch to it whatsoever. It's not like you're biting into a wonton or anything. It's like a very sweet, doughy bread. I've never seen anything like this in my life, so it's a little bit higher up, but it still tastes really good. This is a corn stand. The first thing they do is put butter at the bottom of the bowl. After that, they put in a little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar, and then they add in hot corn. The last ingredient is a little bit of condensed milk to make it nice and sweet. Here we go, one bite taste test. Wow. It's not quite condensed milk. It's a very sweet, but it has a different texture than condensed milk. It might just be normal milk, actually. The first thing to hit your mouth is the liquid at the bottom of the cup. Like you see the corn is just literally dripping. They put a little bit of salt in there to complement the sweetness, but you don't taste the salt. It's actually just sweeter because of it. And then after that, you eat it, and it's kind of just like normal corn. Nothing like too crazy, really. It's like a dessert version of an esquite. It's kind of crazy because as busy as this street is with people, it's an active street, and cars are just bumping their way through. It's wild. To the right of me is grilled coconut sticky rice. It's wrapped in a banana leaf and then grilled until the banana leaf is nice and charred. The only thing better than that is that it's only 10 baht, which means it's about 30 cents. She serves it by putting the fresh banana leaves in a plastic bag and then puts the charred one right inside. Thank you. There's a little toothpick in the middle of it. You pull that out and then the whole thing is open, revealing the coconut sticky rice in the middle. All right, let's give it a taste. The outside of the rice is very crisp, so you get a nice crunch as you bite into it. Now the inside of the rice is not nearly as cooked, so it's a lot softer. There are strong notes of coconut in this. It's very sweet as you chew it, and towards the middle, it is very, very gooey. They're pretty good. And at the end of the day, it's just rice with coconut and a banana leaf wrapped around it. Whoa, that got rainy really quick. We came to Thailand in the middle of the rainy season. Chinatown is a lot different from the other markets we've been to because all of the traffic here is quite literally shoulder to shoulder. At any second, you could bump into someone. Sage was trying to set up the tripod. People are looking at us like we're crazy for taking up so much space. And it's also cool, you know, as you drive through the place, everything is written in Thai. Sometimes you see some temples and just things you would never really expect to see, and it's just a constant reminder that you are in Asia. Out of all these places, I haven't really been challenged. For that reason, we're going to the most daring street food market in all of Thailand, Jodd Street Fair. I'm at Jodd Street Fair right now, and it's the most popular place in Thailand specifically for street food. I can tell just from looking around, it definitely has some of the most wild things, anything ranging from like deep fried squid all the way to live dancing shrimp. It's actually wild. We're here to target the most bizarre foods that they have. To the left of me is a booth full of insects. They have things like scorpion on a stick, straight up maggots, crickets, grasshoppers, you name it. This booth is entirely bizarre. I have always wondered what a scorpion on a stick would taste like, so we're gonna give it a shot. The vendor picks out whatever bug you want, and then he sprays it with a little bit of spicy soy sauce. After that, he puts a dabble of pepper on it and serves it right up to you. I'm lucky enough to have him take off the venom piece of the tail, so I'm very happy about that. Okay, we're gonna give it a shot. So immediately, the first thing that hits your tongue is the soy sauce that he sprayed it with. You get a couple of notes of pepper that he also peppered on there. Claws are hollow entirely, so when you bite into him, it has a similar consistency to cardboard. And as I chew, it's not actually actively chewing. Like, the food isn't getting any softer in my mouth whatsoever. The inside of the body has like a goo inside. Probably the insides of the scorpion. It didn't taste as weird as I thought it would. It kind of just tastes like soy sauce, so I'm guessing this kind of takes the flavor of anything you put on it. The weirdest part was definitely the thought that it was a bug and the consistency of chewing it. This stand has the most bizarre looking thing I've ever seen. It's literally an entire grilled squid tentacle. She takes the entire squid and starts dousing it in a sauce. After that, she turns on the grill and slowly starts to char it, and then she uses a torch on it to give it a nice crispy flavor. As she grills it, she starts to score the octopus so that the flavor gets caught inside more, and then covers it with the top. Once it's charred, she douses it with teriyaki sauce, giving this as the final result. The crazy part is you could get this entire tentacle for only 100 baht, which converted into dollars is less than 3 USD. All right, this is pretty wild. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna go in for it. I'm thinking I want the tentacle part. Wow, incredible. The teriyaki sauce is sweet, but also very spicy. My mouth is on fire right now. It has a super good contrast though. The first thing that hits your tongue is the sweet. As you chew the tentacle, the consistency is actually pretty close to an apple. It has that nice crispiness to it, a nice firmness. It's not fishy at all, not at all what you would expect. It's not squiddy or fishy. I would say this is one of my favorite meals I've had here so far. They also have tiny little octopuses, so we're gonna try that as well. For the octopus, she puts it in a sauce, and then after that, puts it on top of cabbage. They have a beautiful color to them. They're nice and orange. We're just gonna go in. Bon appetit. Wow. Now, as you bite into it, it's very soft. It's not nearly as chewy as the squid. The first flavor to hit your tongue when you eat this is fishiness. It's not overwhelmingly fishy. You could just definitely tell it's seafood. I like the seafood that I eat to not be as strong. It's very interesting. This vendor has multiple skewers laid out, and you're able to pick which ones you want. Right off the top of my head, the ones that catch my eye are the imitation crab rolled in pork, these little balls, which I've seen walking all throughout Thailand, and lastly, these squid rolls, which looks like it has a little piece of every tentacle. After you pick out your meats, they put it right onto the grill and ask you whether you want it spicy or not. I am not a fan of spicy, so I just went with the sweet sauce. If I had to guess, it kind of looks like a sweet barbecue sauce that they're putting on there. All right, I'm gonna go with my instinct and try this imitation crab rolled in pork. Very sweet. The sauce they put on top is soy sauce. That's what it is. The imitation crab is very tender, but what you're tasting for the most part is the pork. Now it's time to go for this ball. It could be an egg, it could be an olive, who knows. It's a quail egg. Amazing. You bite into it, it's kind of like boba. It explodes in your mouth. You taste a lot of the yolk. It's very, very creamy yolk. And then it has a note of sweetness from the teriyaki sauce on top. Right behind me is a tank full of live squid. What they're gonna do is catch the squid with a net and then dip it in hot sauce. The squid is gonna think that that hot sauce is water and try to escape, sucking in all the hot sauce or spicy sauce into its brain. Filming, good. Oh, it's inking. It's literally inking all, it's freaking out, guys. I don't even blame it. All right. Oh, that was incredibly spicy. Incredibly, my mouth is on fire right now. I am severely asthmatic. This spicy food gets to my asthma. I'm sweating right now, just immediately off the bite. Something I noticed, the squid was extremely fresh. I mean, you bit into it and it was flailing around in my mouth. I got this blast of like sea-like flavor. It wasn't slimy, it just had the most bizarre texture ever. It's like you bit into it, it was extremely chewy. This is one of the street foods I am most excited about trying. It's called a dancing shrimp salad. Now, from a food science perspective, this is a particularly dangerous food to eat. Reason being, most crustaceans live in salt water. Because of that, their parasites inside them cannot survive inside hosts that are freshwater bodies. Now, these little shrimp are purely freshwater shrimp, meaning that the parasites in them can live inside of humans. I was told that most of the time that you eat this, if you eat an entire bowl, you will contract a tapeworm or parasite of some sort. First, she's gonna start by taking a cup and putting in a mixture of vegetables. She's picking out green onions, normal onions, and lastly, she's doing a hint of soy sauce and a little bit of oil. Now she's gonna go into the tank and catch as many live shrimp as she's able to. Once she has the live shrimp in the net, she's gonna put it right into the bowl and they all start jumping, hence the name. They are dancing in this cup right now, so what you have to do is close the lid and then you give it a nice little shake, okay? You wanna get all the ingredients really mixed up. After that, you take a nice dabble, just like this, and bon appetit. Let's hope I don't get a parasite right now. Amazing. The shrimp give like a boba consistency. You bite it and it kind of like pops in your mouth a little bit. You're tasting exactly whatever spices are in the middle of it. It's very refreshing because it's just purely vegetables and then a few pieces of seafood. I would eat more of this if it weren't as dangerous as it is. Guys, my stomach is starting to really hurt right now. Bad. I'm being betrayed by my body. I'd be lying if I told you I knew what this place is selling me, but I'm gonna buy it anyways. They start by putting oil in every hole so that the food doesn't get stuck to the stovetop. Once the oil is hot, they pour dough into each of these holes. They separate the dough from the sides to make sure that it doesn't stick. Once the dough on the bottom solidifies, they start putting toppings on each individual piece. They douse it in sauce. This is the most bizarre looking food I think I've ever tried. I want to try to get a bite of the egg and the squid, so we're gonna go at it from the front. I feel back, they're right behind me. The first thing that hits your tongue is the octopus, and you taste it. It's a very fishy taste. As you bite into it, you really taste the texture of the dough on the bottom. It's fried pretty well, actually. It just so happens that the squid and octopus on top is very overpowering. I have never had anything like this. The shrimp one is actually a lot better because it's a shrimp taste. So what I'm getting is that it takes on the flavor of whatever you're eating inside it. The dough really is great, guys. The dough is fantastic. Behind me, it looks like a fried squid and octopus stand. So far, I've noticed a trend of not really liking the octopus, so we're gonna go with the fried squid. After you pick out the individual squid that you want, they're gonna go ahead and fry it. They're gonna dab each side so that the entire octopus isn't completely covered with oil. Lastly, they're gonna douse it in powdered cheese just to give it a little bit of extra flavor. In the Italian tradition, cheese and seafood absolutely do not mix. All right, let's give it a shot. Tentacle. I'm going for the tentacle. So at first, all you feel is the texture. You don't really taste anything. It kind of has a similar texture to a funnel cake. It does a very good job of picking up the flavors of cheese, but the cheese flavor, it tastes like a cheap cheese, and it comes in a few bites in. It's not apparent right off the bat. I'm gonna try the squid without any of the fried stuff on it right now. The squid is definitely fresh. It's nice and chewy, almost like a gum consistency. It's very hard to chew through. You kind of just mush it up until you're able to swallow it. As crazy looking as this is, it doesn't taste too bad. It's actually pretty good. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. Which market is my favorite? Chinatown had the best food, with my overall favorite dish being the gyozas we got from the woman with the cart when we first got there. Those gyozas are seriously unbeatable. Kind of like this video on your screen right now. It's like the craziest thing you've ever seen. You should click on it. Like, what are you waiting for?